Focus. It won't stay. I need something to put this on, Denny. It won't stay on this one. This one's too big.
We used a cord to plug it in on the, set the battery down below and put the phone up there with this cord,
What battery?
the charger thing.
I need something to put in the window to put my phone on.
You can't sit on top of the charger.
It won't, no. Hey, guys.
Wider base.
No, it has to be next to the window.
Windowsill.
No, not on the windowsill, honey. It'll fall. Hello, Sydney. I need something else. Hold on a second, guys. Let me try this. I need something flat. Not this wide, baby. See this? That's too wide. I'm trying to get you up there. Is the thing I put up here before broke. So now I gotta find something to put you guys in the window with. Hey, Sissy. All right. Hi, K-Pop. Hi, Peppy. Yeah, there you go. That's it, right there. That'll work, I think. Hey, Tom Paul. Yep. All right, let me try this. Hey, Typical. All right, let me put you up here. See if you'll stay. Now stay, be good. Oh, there you go. Oh, check it out. All right, now I gotta fix this. Anyways, hi guys, how are you? How is everybody? Couldn't have our garage sale because of all the stupid wind. My beautiful picture, that African art picture that I had, the really pretty one in my other house, well, the wind blew it over and broke the glass. I was so mad. But it's a good thing I put everything else away. And we covered everything and just left it and said, forget this. Pot handle. Heard the babies? Oh, my babies? You mean the big guys out here? Yeah, I've heard them. I'm playing that, those, well, they're 3 songs. I'm playing those almost every night now at the window. You hear lots of noises out here tonight. They've already started. Twice, what was it, night before last? Night before last. I went to bed fairly early. I was really tired. I thought for sure, you know, I'd just fall asleep. Hey, Pam. And then all of a sudden, I hear a noise outside, and I just jumped right out of bed, came over here, sat at the window, looked outside, and I just kept hearing all these really low noises. They just weren't, nothing major, you know, nothing distinct. Just didn't sound like the normal night out here. And the dogs were completely quiet. And then then I closed the window, because I'd had it open for a while. I closed the window and I put my headphones on. I started watching a movie. I figured, you know, until I fell asleep or get tired enough to go to sleep. And then all of a sudden, one of the pups started barking like crazy. I opened the window just in time to hear the coyotes, and they sounded like they were right in our front, right in this yard. I mean, they were so close. They were so loud. Oh, my gosh. It sounded like there was like 20 of them or something. And the neighbor called and told us the next day, she said, you got to be careful. You know, she said, there's a lot of coyotes out, you know, with your dogs. And I said, I'm not worried about coyotes with the dogs. You know, maybe the pups if they were alone, but hey, Tank likes going after coyotes. So does Bella. We'll chase them away. So I thought for the heck of it, I thought I'd play some wolf sounds. Hey, Sharon. You know, just from YouTube, just wolves howling. Boy, it shut those coyotes up last night in an instant. Quiet. I mean, dead silence. I thought that was the best thing. Oh, really? Well, guess what? I had a barnyard animal in my house today. I bet you never guess who it was. Denny laid down to take a nap, And we were just getting ready to go over to our neighbor's house to take showers. And he said, I need to take a nap first. And I said, okay. So he lays down and I hear this noise at the door. So I look outside, I don't see nothing, but I open the door and guess who came in? River came in. The chicken knocked on the door and came in. I was laughing so hard. I said, no, you can't come in here. Well, now she's starting to kind of spread her wings out and lay down on the ground because she wants picked up. She jumped in Denny's lap. She's going after his cigarette or his Pepsi. It's too funny. I'm telling you, there's something different about that chicken. It has survived the 2 floods, the cold weather, me forgetting about it for 3 days. I'm bad. I know I'm bad, but I did when we moved. I totally forgot the chicken because my last memory was they all died. So the one I just totally forgot about, and we left her here while we were moving. Gosh, it was cold. She had no food, no water. And when we got here, she was just jumping up and down for joy, wanted out to play. She don't care. And you know what? In her chicken coop, she doesn't roost up on top and where it's warm. She sits outside on that nesting bar, or that little resting bar, or whatever that thing's called. She doesn't care about the cold weather at all. It freaks me out. I mean, it's not like I, raise chickens and I know everything there is to know about chickens, but I do know that they don't like cold weather. Hey, she don't care. And she don't care about the dogs either. She's having too much fun teasing them. She goes right to the fence line, just far enough where they can't stick their head out and get her. And then she hops off, making that noise. Yeah, you can tell I'm overtired. Hey, Gator. Oh, really? Yeah. Well, I think we had I had a feather pillow once a long time ago. Hey, that chicken's not a poor chicken. That chicken's loved. And she follows us around like a little puppy now. Yeah. Anyways, I can't wait till we have our first camp out, guys. You guys are going to have so much fun out here. And I really don't think these are the same guys that were up at Mark's place, and I'll tell you why. The ones at Mark's place weren't very playful, and these guys are. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Sarah. They don't seem to... Well, I don't put cameras out. Nothing's on the game cam either. It's just a waste of waste of night. I think I have to find a different place to put it because in the hot house, just not going to cut it. Hey, TC, how are you? So, yeah. I don't know. I can't wait. I'm too excited. I'm not even excited about the new shed coming. You know that? Doesn't that sound weird? Hey, Christopher. I'm more excited about doing my garden. Denny asked me what I thought was most important. And I said, or he asked me what I wanted most, and I said, a bathroom. He said, well, that'll require a septic. So I said, okay, how about the garden? So, I know I'm absolutely nuts, aren't I? So we get the garden started. Hey, Mike, worry about the other ones later. Right, baby? I've gotten so used to it, and that gives me an excuse to go over to the, and tell them not to be nervous. You really have a bathroom sink? Sweet. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Meredith. No, I just got started. That is too cool. You made it. Well, I'm finally getting some. I don't know if YouTube's changing, but I'm finally starting to get some notifications that I wasn't getting before. I wasn't getting anybody's notifications. They're gonna put him to sleep? You mean they're gonna give him laughing gas? Or does he have to have oral surgery? Hi, all my lurkers. How are you tonight? You another bathroom sink too? Well, I was kind of looking for the free pedestal one. You know, the one that doesn't have a cabinet underneath it, because I really don't have the room. It's cold. It's like 60 during the day and like 30 or 20 at night. It's just dumb. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Although tonight is pretty warm. I have the window open, although Denny's got the heat on. 72. Honey,
Hmm?
you got the heater on.
Let me put my jacket on instead.
Please. You have a stainless steel? You mean that I can use for my kitchen? Is it a deep one? Oh, yes, I'd love it, love it, love it. I'm great, Rod. Thank you. Yeah. Cool. I'll take it, Bill. I'll take whatever. Sweet. Our neighbors are trying to find homes for the 2 black puppies. Okay, Ramona. Thank you, sweetie. Either one, Bill. It doesn't matter. Okay, Sarah. Thank you. Baby, can I have an Astopoulos, please? I didn't get to have the sale really. You know, we had it a little bit for the first day, but then my stuff started falling and something got broke, so sweet. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Ramona. Thank you, everybody. I'll take whatever you want to send me. I have nothing for the kitchen or nothing for the bathroom yet.
Tell them we want the kitchen though with running water.
Yeah, I know. We don't know when they're bringing the new house. I asked Denny to call them today to find out if they even started. And he said, well, I'm sure they have, but he called them and it just went to the voicemail, so they never returned the call. I just want to find out if they've actually started it. If they started, it's what, 6 to 8 weeks?
About 8 weeks.
About 8 weeks.
And then we got 3 months more. Save us cash. Here.
And then what?
Then we have 3 months more if we can find a lender.
Oh, yeah. And then Denny, I cleaned him all up today because he's going to go to somebody that 2 of our neighbors suggested he go to, and it's a banker. Okay, Sharon. I wish you were here, Tom Paul. I can build lots of stuff too, but our issue is the supplies. We're not on target yet. We're just buying the things that are necessities at this point. Anyway, a couple of our neighbors told Denny, sorry, I'm eating my acidophilus, to go talk to a local banker, possibly about taking the mortgage, or not the mortgage, the payment for the property here, and adding it to the shed, and seeing if we can't get one payment and lower. Oh, I know, Tom Paul, it's just making me crazy. Denny and I were talking about putting a porch on this thing because, you know, it's not even, the eave isn't even enough to put a gutter on. I mean, you open the door and the whole inside of the house gets soaking wet. So we were talking about putting a porch until we started looking at the price of lumber. Right. We could do it all with pallet wood, but I have to find some place, and it's not mostly free. Because I know you guys were telling me about the pallets, but we started looking around for them, and they're not free, you know. And you get probably about 6 pieces of good wood on the pallet, and then and if they want $5 a piece, you know, we could buy the material, because they're only about 3-4 foot long. It would require a lot of pallets to do our front porch. We could do it over a period of time, which is fine. You know, we can do that. But Denny and I were talking, and I told him, I said, you know, it'd be really cool is if every single month what we do is just go down there and buy, you know, a few pieces of wood and bring it back and put it away. Yeah, I know. It's craziness. But hopefully this whole banana thing will go bye-bye here shortly. Because remember, the election's over. So now all that stuff's over, things should calm down. I promise you. Just take my word for it. Right, Ramona, just get a little of time. That's when I was talking about the, you know, the stuff for the kitchen and the bathrooms. If we just find 1 or 2 things at a time, you know, even secondhand stores or yard sales or, you know, whatever. That's the way we'll do it. I don't care. Don't bother me. Baby steps. You hear that echo? You hear that dog when it barks, it's echoing? Brr, brr. Yeah. Yeah. I heard, and this is too funny. I don't know where they picked it up from because I can't be the only one in the world that said it, but there was a program on and the guy actually called the pandemic bananas. And I started laughing. It was a news show, and the guy said this whole COVID thing is bananas. And I started laughing. And I said, yep. Yeah, there's one place around here that does scratch and dents, but they don't have stoves. They don't have bathroom stuff. So Denny and I, like I said, I have to get rid of the 2 smaller pups. I don't have a choice because if I don't, I think, hey Tim, I think Bella and Tank might end up actually hurting them so bad they're going to need a vet. So there is a place in Ardmore that is well known in Oklahoma for rehoming pets. And we called them. They want $25 each, but they'll take both of them. Yeah, I'm looking at that, Meredith. Every day I look at it. But anyways, when we're down there, it's a Habitat for Humanity restore. And so I figured, Denny, stop.
Let me listen to this song.
You're banging the table. Quit.
Huh?
You're banging the table.
What?
Take your headphones off. You're banging the table.
Well, this is a great
Well,
song.
sing the song then.
No.
Yes, sing.
All right, here, I'll sing it.
All right, you sing it. Don't let that, because they'll get me for playing someone else's music.
Why? You can't play
No,
music on that you're listening to?
No, you get tagged for that.
God,
I have to get permission from that place to play their music.
nah.
No, Tim. Yeah, it's a Habitat for Humanity restore.
Just tell them to watch it sometime.
What is it? Play real quick. Just play some of it real quick.
Dave Finley, Grandpa.
What?
Dave Finley, F-E-N-L-E-Y.
Dave Finley,
Grandpa.
Grandpa. Is it funny?
Tell me about those good old days.
Oh, it's a song called Tell Me About Those
Video.
Good Old Days. What?
It's a video.
Oh, it's a video. Okay.
It's a really good song.
All right. Well, stop banging the
Very
table.
sentimental.
He's got a big old smile on his face. He's just tapping the table, singing to himself. There he goes. Yeah.
Gotta
So.
start all over.
So there are some places that I've checked out, and I did ask this guy that's a local contractor if he had any extra, you know, plumbing stuff, wiring, you know, anything like that. Told him we'd take it. And he said, well, stuff's gotten pretty expensive. He said, so we don't really throw much away anymore. And I said, well, if you happen to run across anything, let me know. And he said, I'll do that. Because people around here really like to help each other. Yeah. Oh, fun, fun, fun. I can't wait. I'm just excited. Hey, sis. Were you sleeping? Did you take a nap? Anyways, Miss Christie is doing better. She went live today on Facebook, if anybody missed it, and she's doing much better. If we'll continue to pray for her, that'll be nice. I appreciate it. And her and her family, because, you know, her mom's, you know, not well, and her dad just coming home from the stroke, and her having a stroke, and yeah, that's got to be rough. Poor thing. Anyway, she's strong, you know, she's a fighter.
Tell me about them good old
He's
days.
singing. Well, that when they move this, we're gonna have to hook up the electric from the pole to the new shed, because they're not gonna do it. Oh yeah, I know she does.
Everything's changing fast. Moving on with progress. I just don't know. Oh, Grandpa. Starting that can you the past.
I haven't talked to her. Hi, Deb.
There's a picture of
And of course, he's not singing in his normal singing voice. He's having fun at you guys'
really
expense.
small and love to stay. Brothers, he says, come with me.
Oh yeah, I know.
Promise really something and keep those cats, not just something they say. Well, cat, usually stow their heads to pray. Daddy's really scared or go away. Oh, Grandpa, tell me about them good old days.
Why don't you sing it in your own voice instead of that?
Oh, Grandpa, tell me about them good old days.
Oh my gosh. You guys see what I got to put up with now? All I do is cry, laugh so hard. He's crazy. The funniest part is when he sings, what is that song, Denny, that you like to sing? Usually call, oh, yeah, I can laugh. I just called to say I love you.
Mm.
You're listening to your own grandpa? I don't know that song. Hey, Christy, look at who's here. Christy.
Comes riding on a cloud, sailing.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Then
I say it direct.
call.
He's got he's got his headphones on, and that thing is so loud it's crazy.
Not loud enough. These kind of songs, I'd have it blaring.
It's blaring because you were yelling.
So people on 747s could hear it.
What was your mom's favorite song? Christy, your birds are beautiful. Now wait. Oh, Denny used to call me when I was at work, or, you know, we were in different places. And he would sing that song. Hey, cat. Welcome. Yeah, don't let yourself get too tired, Christy. Make sure that you get plenty of rest. If you start getting to the point where you always want to rest and you don't have any energy, make sure that you contact your doctor, please. They'll want to know that. Because your medicine will cause you to be that kind of tired, especially if the medicine is too strong. I don't know if there's any Amish. Well, you just get out. You just got out, so it'll be a week, 10 days. You know, you'll start to get back to normal, but just give yourself a little bit of time to recover. And that medicine that you're on is going to make you sluggish. So keep hydrated. You know, make sure you're getting protein. You want your protein, and you're gonna call me, and we'll get you past this, hon. I'll get you on some natural stuff so you can get off that medication, because you're not gonna want it. You don't want to overdo yourself on water either, hun. You're small like me, so no more than five bottles of water a day. And if you can, yeah, you don't need to lose weight either. And if you can put lemon or lime in it, it's really good for you. Just make sure it's pH balanced water. Yeah, I'm losing weight. I'm not too happy about that. I'm trying. I have Denny make me, I'm eating the cereal at night. Yeah, you want a pH, you want to alkaline your body. You want your body, everybody should have alkaline their body. If your if you're too acidic, you're going to get sick. So everybody should check their pH balance and find out what it is. But you just, like I said, you don't want to overdo anything right now. No, you don't want to get sick. That's why I said the pH balanced water. At least that'll keep you hydrated the proper way. If you buy something with electrolytes, it can make you sick right now. So just pH balanced water will help. I think I'm down to 117. I've got to get up there. I've got to get past 120. But I've been eating cereal at night. Denny's been making me root beer floats. I'm trying my best. Oh my. Good grief, Rod. I know they're crazy, aren't they? It's about time for our. Oh, you guys should have. Oh, that's what I named it. You should hear these owls fighting out here. Ooh, 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 ooh. I mean, they were really, really, really fighting. They were making that cackle noise, Christy, Martha. Remember when we were at Fouke? That's what they were doing out here. I think that's mating season or something. There's a couple things that you can take.
What?
There's a couple of things that you can take for a GERD. I mean, if I take it, if I remember to take it, and I don't because most of the time I'm just dumb, and it's really bad when you want to treat everybody else, but you don't take care of yourself, because that's how we are. But anyway, there's a couple of things you can do right before bed that'll help you with your GERD. One is the colloidal silver. Colloidal silver will calm down the esophagus at night. So you take a nice little tablespoon of it, or a little bit more, I do, and just leave it in your mouth for a while. Okay, Tom Paul. God bless you. Love you too. You can also mix yourself a little cocktail, and I know this is going to sound really bad, but you need about the size of a shot glass. I think it's 2.5 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar with a pinch of baking soda. Oh my goodness. Now, it will, that's a combination that causes, you know, lava basically, but it stops the GERD. Clarita? And what do they do? Hey, Shadow, how are you? And what do they have at the Amish? Every place I've seen that's Amish are expensive. They have beautiful homes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Meredith, I know. I keep, people keep telling me to take care of stuff. Christy, you can't stress yourself about that, sweetie. Do what you can and leave it alone. Ugh. People need to understand you need some downtime. You need downtime. They need to stop telling you all the things that are going on. You need some downtime. You slowly get back into the stress stuff and then learn how to handle it. You can. I know you can. I know. But if you don't, you could, end up all over again. You have to calm yourself down. Is there anybody else that can take care of that for you? Oh my goodness. Well, let someone else handle it. You just pray and ask God to find the dog and leave it in his hands and take a deep breath. Go sit in the bathtub and soak in a bathtub for an hour or something. You know, that commercial, Calgon, Take Me Away. Make sure you put lavender in the water, though. Somebody else is going to have to handle it. I know everybody comes to me when they're stressed out because they want me to listen. Alka-Seltzer's not real good, sweetie. That's why I just said a pinch. You got to be careful when you have GERD. You can dehydrate, and dehydration can lead to a lot of bad stuff. So you got to make sure that you're balanced. And taking Alka-Seltzer, basically, or eating a bunch of Tums is going to throw your pH balance out of whack. You know, so it might work for a while, but it's going to cause more damage. That's too far away, hon. Which videos did you send? Yeah, be careful getting out of the bathtub. I worked in a step-down unit for quite a while when I got my nursing degree. And one thing that I learned is that people, when they're scared, they'll listen to everything that you have to say. But as soon as they go back to their normal lives, they forget about what it was like in the hospital. Now, you've just been out of the hospital just a day. But if you were to keep remembering that hospital visit and try to calm yourself down, at least for a while, let somebody else handle the problems, just long enough to recover. You guys got to let yourself recover. And you can't think, well, if I don't do it, nobody will. That's not true. Yeah, that's true, Ramona, it does. Journaling actually is good therapy. I journaled for about 2 weeks, just about 2 weeks. And I went back and was reading what I wrote the first day, and I started laughing. I was like, you IDOT, what is wrong with you? I can't believe. Hey, Kim. How are you? Welcome. I couldn't believe my frame of mind back then when I was journaling, when I started. And that was only 2 weeks. Imagine if you go back a year or something. It's good to write down exactly how you feel. It used to be that I could eat peppermint, and the peppermint would make it go away. Now the peppermint hurts my stomach. Your body's trying to tell you something, hun. You tell on yourself or you tell yourself? Yeah, ginger's really good if you're not allergic to it. I'm allergic to it, but hey, Matt. Ginger's one of the best. And dandelion. Dandelion's really, really good. It's good for your teeth. It's good for your stomach. It's good for a lot of stuff. How you doing, Maddie? Maddie? Someone needs to find me a better book place. I'm done with my book. Rubber room, yeah. I know what that is. I just need to find some place to publish it now. Oh, well, you know what? I was just thinking, Nala does, but she's so busy with her daughter. Do you know, guys, know that Nala's daughter relapsed with her cancer? Please keep her in your prayers too, if you would. I get really mad at that word cancer, but you know, someone that's going through it, you can't tell them about the natural stuff. They won't do it. They're going to listen to every word the doctor says. Hey, Patricia, how are you, sweetie? Oh, make me some coffee too, please. Yeah, it is. It's great for the body. And the book will tell you that. At the end of the book, there's a whole bunch of stuff like that. If your hair's thinning, if your teeth need, if you need some work on your teeth, diabetics, if you have pains, headaches, it says all kinds of stuff down there. It's just the last part of the book. You can go directly to it. It tells you the herbs you can take. It tells you what medicines to avoid. Of course, they're probably going to smack me for writing the book because I talk against pharmaceuticals. They don't like me much. Oh, no. Oh, I don't want to hear about it anymore. Cold. Hey, who's here? Yeah, if more people knew about iodine, less people would have thyroid problems. There's a whole new subject right there. Yeah, I'll take the 92. This cold weather, and you know what's bad about it is during the day it's fairly decent, except for the wind. But then as soon as it gets dark, it's freezing. Hi, cans. Yeah, I want to get back to making all my own too. I already have a whole list of stuff because I have to make some pills up for my son. He has 4 or 5 issues, but instead of taking a pill for each one of them, I'm gonna go ahead and put them together, make sure that I have the dosages right, and then give it to him in one pill because I can make the pills myself, and it's all natural stuff. Like taking oil of oregano, that stuff is nasty. But if you put it in capsule form, it doesn't bother you. Well, go get your glasses, sweet pea. Hey, Miss Robin. Yeah, I'll as soon as I find somebody that'll get the book done, I'll start, passing it out. You just have to email me, tell me you want the book, and I'll make sure that I send you a copy. I think it's going to be an ebook. Well, go get it. Is the car too far away? Pappy, did you say you had 3 gardens? I love you guys. Mine, Martha. He's got one eye so he can't see. I have no idea. Hi, PZ. You better not be eating Twinkies, Tim. Thank you, Miss Martha. Just shoot me an email and I will welcome PZ. Shoot me an email and I will send you a copy of the book. It'll be just like I don't know if you can print it out or something. I don't know if it'll ever get to the point where it'll come on paperback, although it should, not hardback, but paperback. If I was able to do that, that'd be perfect. But just shoot me an email, and as soon as I have it copied, as soon as it's in form, then I'll make sure I mail it out. I mean, I email it out to you guys. I can't take any money, you know, for it. So if you want to donate something, you have to put it in my hubby's name, because otherwise I'll be in trouble. Da, 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 da. A grandmother tree? What's a grandmother tree? Oh, yeah. For anybody that's new here, which not very many people are new, PZ is new, I have great moderators. They don't tolerate much. You cannot swear. We cannot talk about politics. We don't talk about religion. We have faith here. We pray for people. We talk about natural medicine. We talk about cryptids. But we're very, 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 very adamant about being nice. Aren't we? Yep, 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 yep. D's secretary. Sissy. Oh, we don't talk about DMs either. Okay, what's your grandma tree? Hello. Yeah, we are cool. A huge geranium plant is a grandmother tree? What? Never heard of such a thing. I know. I'm old too. I can't figure that out. When I moved here, you have to kind of earn to be a moderator here. Oh, sure, and I have everything here to start on IV too. I was good at that in nursing school. Yep. You play nice, or Miss Martha will get you with cactus. And if cactus doesn't work, she'll get a hammer. Then she'll put you in timeout. Everybody worries about Miss Martha. She'll get you too. Forget the Twinkies, Tim. Someone ground him from Twinkies. You are grounded from Twinkies. All right, so Bill, here's the deal. You said that you're going someplace in March? Why do they call them granny plants? I watched all of his except for lately. I haven't been watching anybody's videos. In fact, I must have missed something. See, Tim, you're grounded. Ha 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 ha, na 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 na. Jamie Harms is just very, very busy. Purple Hobbit was on Bigfoot Odyssey a week ago. Jamie's just inundated. She's just overwhelmed, and I pray for her all the time because I don't want her to end up having issues. That's a really good lung concoction you got going on there. So you do herbals, Meredith? Cat, that sounds yummy. Oh, it's too early, Christy. Well, maybe not. It's dark. You can tell the dogs aren't barking, so. I'm going to throw something at you. Stop it. Stop. You see, it's so quiet. You could hear a mouse have gas. It's quiet. Not a sound out there. Well, no, you have some place that you're going to go, right? If you have some place that you're going to go, we have to work around that. March, you're not busy? I thought you were going someplace in March. All right, well, we're definitely having it in March. We're just going to watch for the rain. What was that? You found a diamond tree? Yeah, storms. Hey, Andy. Me too, sissy. I should go outside, huh? Are you seeing that? Watch. Sis, are you inverted? Yeah, storm tapping all the time. Pam, do you see anything right by the, okay. Yeah, there's movement. Over there on the left-hand side, do you see anything, Pam? Watch the left-hand side. Do you know where that one tree is? Oh, you guys, hold on. Who's here? Just watch, just a little bit left of the blue tree. The blue tree are Christmas. The blue light is Christmas tree lights. Well, everybody needs a moringa tree. Moringa tree is called the tree of life, and it has got everything in it that you need: vitamins, minerals, protein, water. Tree of life. And my moringa tree actually died. Now I'm going to have to go buy more seeds. Where'd you see it, Andy? Right or left? The moringa, they're real easy to grow, and they grow into trees. You can prune them back, but it doesn't take but the first year, and you're already getting plenty of leaves that are really, really, really strong. The moringa tree is the best tree ever. Left to right, yep. Moringa, moringa. The camp out will be the second week in March, weather permitting. Yeah, Patricia, they're flashing Christmas lights. I love moringa. I love moringa. And mine was beautiful, and Bella ate it, okay? Oh, Jeff. Bella ate all the leaves off the moringa tree, and so I grew another one, and this one died when all that happened with that nasty water. Yeah, the capsules are good, but the leaves by themselves in a salad are 100% better. I only have one chicken cat right now. We are supposed to be, I can't do anything until we actually figure out where the chicken coop is going to be. Because right now, Denny and I were talking about it, and I think the big cage that I have for the chicken coop, I think I'm going to convert that into an above ground raised bed garden. And then I think I'm going to get that hardware wire, and I think I'm going to put that around where the dogs are right now and make that the chickens area so they can free range. And then we just have to build a coop for them. We're doing some changes because otherwise I don't know how it's going to work. What's a chicken tractor cage? What is that, Ramona? I can't see anything, Andy, because the light's on in here. So outside, I just can't. You can move it around. I don't have any place to move. Well, I really don't have any place to move it. I threw some seed out. Uh-oh. Martha, there he goes again. I planted some grass seed out there, and I'm hoping it kind of takes, but I think I'll have enough. Yeah. You say tractor, and Martha starts laughing because all she can think about is Denny trying to kill that snake with the tractor. Well, it depends on how many I have. Because the last time I went to Atwood's to get chickens, baby chicks, they were pretty cheap. So I'm hoping that I can get them again this year and get them started. But I'd have to have a big enough place for them. They got to stay by themselves for quite a while, so it would give us time to build something. But, you really have to think about how you want this set up. Right now, I just need to get the garden. The garden's got to get done. If I got baby chicks now, they wouldn't be ready to join the river until later on anyway. They have to be big enough to be out there without dying, so. Chicken fly? What? Depends on how many chickens and where the chickens go. How do you pick it up and move it? Don't the chickens fly out or something? It's just weird. I'll have to look it up. Good night, Andy. How are you feeling anyway? You doing okay? Thank you, Ramona. Thank you, Ramona. Good night, Andy. God bless you. Much love, sweetie. You can't have them. That doesn't make any sense. If it's like a wheelbarrow, if you pick it up to move it, won't the chickens get out? I think that's kind of how they talk. Okay, I'll watch it. Ramona sent rent. What do you mean? What's next week? What, ice and Arctic weather or whatever? No, I'm not ready for nothing. Listen. Shh, shh, shh. I can hear something. Do you hear that, Denny? Denny, take your headphones off. Listen.
When am I supposed to be hearing?
Over there,
Now it's June.
maybe. Ah, Mogion's on. Yeah. Dang. When we have that camp out, I plan on putting recorders out close to people's tents, I think, instead of out into the woods. We can hear people snoring, which is fine, but you can hear them better. Did you hear it, Denny? Oh, okay. Oh, I think I've seen one of those. I didn't know what it was for, though. No, no Twinkies. You guys are grounded, I'm telling you.
Twinkies, that sound.
No Twinkies. Where you going? Oh, gosh. See? Look at that. Here we go. Hey, Tony. Great for keeping the kids in one spot. Oh, yeah, one of the lights went out. Yeah, one of the lights went out. Hey, guess what? Remember that other big light that was out there? They took off with it. It's missing. MIA. No, I don't. Chasing Cheetos. Ah, where is my coffee? I was supposed to get coffee, but you know. I'm gonna turn this heater off. Hold on. Shut up. He better not be going after Twinkies. That means he's got them hidden in the car somewhere. Did you hide Twinkies out there? Well, someone said you had Twinkies out there. What? Oh, okay. That's what everybody's gonna know that when Denny goes out.
I tinkle while I work.
Shh. So, Pappy, I'd never seen or heard of that. The people that you sent, you know, us to today. The video. Hannah, I think. Don't encourage him. Hi, Sue.
Wear my coat and my hat here in a minute.
It's not that cold. Oh my goodness. No, not Hostess. No, you guys can't eat that stuff. Ooh. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to yell at the dogs. Hold on. Bella's gonna hurt those puppies, I'm telling you. Yeah, Gator, you should stick to stuff that's not thick. Applesauce, mashed potatoes, soups. Good night, Sydney. God bless you, sweetie. Manuka honey's the best. There he goes again. Oh, I never even heard of him. Never seen him before either. No, Tony, don't tell her that. You're a bad boy. Go to your room. He'll say, but I am in my room. What happened to you, Sue, if you want to tell us? Oh, here we go. A donut burger? No, you don't want to eat bacon. You want to eat soft stuff. Tim says, I'll trade you moon pies for some Twinkies. Denny. He's not listening. He's got his headphones on.
Gospel music.
I'm watching. Okay, they're straight back. Ouch. 2 more lights are gone. Yeah, I know, right? No, those aren't candles. Those are just those solar-powered lights that you put in the ground. Hey, Brandon. Miss Sue, we're glad you're back. And I hope you're okay. Yeah, I know, right, Tony? Yeah, I love peanut butter burgers. Everybody thinks I'm crazy. In Florida, they actually call them yuck burgers. They sell them. But I've been eating peanut butter burgers since I was a kid. I love them. You have to like peanut butter, you know. Well, we're down to 2 lights in the blue. Let's see what happens. Well, praise God, Brandon. Sissy, are you still smoke-free? Quiet, Matt. I ain't eating Vegemite. Reminds me too much of that song. How did you get an exploded bone? God bless you, PZ. Good night. Thank you for coming to visit. I love peanut butter and jelly. Wow, cool, Rod. Well, I know we'll do it again. And I know it worked really well. I mean, we didn't even want, 3 days, we didn't even want cigarettes. But I'm not, I told Denny, something has to break first, you know? Something breaks and something calms down and I get some semblance of normality here, and then I won't have a problem in the world with it. And I won't find other excuses not to, or something bad happening, I'll just quit. The problem is everything. I mean, nothing's going anywhere yet. Everything's at a standstill. And I cannot sit. It's making me crazy. Martha, I think it's time for him to get, I think it's past the, yeah, smoke away worked really well. I mean, really well. Um, you have to switch from cactus to a hammer, I think. He's loving this attention. It's hammer time. Mike, you don't have your headphones on, do you? Your earbuds? I'm yelling in the phone here. Yeah, I didn't start smoking until I was in my 30s. Sorry, sweetie. Sorry. Yep, the hammer. It's time for the hammer. Wow. Oh, Ramona's got a knife. Oh my gosh. That's good, Mike. Oh, she's really going after him now. My goodness. See, Ramona needs to get out. Ramona needs to come here. You think you'll be ready by March? Hey, Jerry. Oh, really? That's not too far away from me. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Well, it's better than food conversation. Ooh, Martha. Ooh. Martha's got the hatchet. I'm sorry, Tim, you're in trouble now. They're all going to get you. Just try it, sissy. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. You take 4 pills the night before you go to bed. Put your cigarettes away, because I promise you the next day you're not even going to think about it. Hello, Bron. Welcome. Yeah, it's getting serious. I know, Mike. Oh my gosh, look at Pam's in it too. Tim's in trouble. Ha 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 ha. Come on, babies. Okay, Hannah. I don't even know if I don't feel them. I don't even know if they're close. Good grief, Ramona. I think it's time for you to take a break. She's getting violent, guys. She needs a day out in the woods. I'm not doing anything. Tim's in trouble. Yeah, mine's definitely coffee. Yeah, I know you need out of the house. Well, you come here and you can monitor everybody's Sasquatch activity. No, wrong Tim. Oh my goodness. No thanks. Good night, Robin. God bless you, hon. How'd that come out? I had a shower today. I'm in my glory. Oh, I can't wait to get a bathroom. I know I'm being selfish and spoiled. Me too, Jerry. I've been looking. I found out there was a lot of them. There's a lot of them right there by Big Cedar Creek. Did you know that? There you go. All right, guys. Tim wants attention big time. Good night, sweetie. Yeah, that was that. What you want to do, Jerry, if you go out there? Good night, Nancy. God bless you too, sweetie. If you go out to the Findlay area, just say boo. Ask for boo, because that's where boo is at in Findlay. If you watch any of my older videos, that's all the activity I had up there was with boo. I wish he was down here. We're not that far away. And I keep calling him, hoping he'll come down here. I miss that clan really bad. Boy, they were... I probably would have gotten some really good video had I been able to stay. Yeah, Boo is what I named him. You better not have had 6 Twinkies. You are going to get so grounded. Pam's bringing... Look at that. Oh, my gosh. Oh, now they're barking this way. Oh, I heard that. Did you guys hear that? Oh, I think it's at the back of the house. Well, the clan that there's... Well, the one up there when I was in off One Creek Road in Findlay, Boo and them guys chased off something, but I know the guy down at the bottom of the hill from us, he had a 3-toe. He showed me pictures of one in his garden. Now, that wasn't Boo's clan. Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah, I miss Grandma, too. Yeah, it was a rock. Okay, Hannah. Come on, babies. Ooh. What's that, Pam? Is that a surgical blade? Yeah, you know, I actually left a chat, Oklahoma chat today. I left that was my refrigerator, Pops. I left a chat today because they were talking about killing a Sassy. And all I did was I said, you know, if it ends up being a prankster, you know, somebody that's dressed like it because of what's going on, that'd be murder. And they called me a troll. I was like, what? And I said, well, if this group is pro-kill, then forget it, I'm out of here, and I left. What are you watching?
That little girl singing. Simon says, "Who's saying your favorite judge is?"
Yeah, I'm sure they have. Good night, Sarah. God bless you. We'll be praying for Shane tonight. Yeah, people have been killed, and the point is, this hasn't even passed yet, and you've got people. Hello, dog man. lover. Why are you a dog man lover? Anyways, DM. Ooh, yeah, it would be. But the point is, now that people know, I see now, now that they know, guys, just write DM. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I just said that word. Anyways, yeah, I know. But the problem is, people have already heard about it, so people are already starting to come here, regardless of whether it's passed or not, because it's been broadcasted everywhere. And so, you know, I asked my neighbors if they were out on ATVs the other night because we heard gunshot and we heard ATVs going crazy, and they said no, and they weren't out there with their dogs either. So we've already got people out there on ATVs. They better not even come close to here. I'm telling you, they'll be sorry. They'll really be sorry. But I think that guy is a complete IDOT. Yeah, they're not going to come anywhere around here because they will. They will seriously be sorry they came out in these woods. And I've talked to the neighbors about it. And I told them, if you see anybody that doesn't belong here, you know, scare them. Get them out of here. I can't imagine. Oh my goodness. I just can't imagine. Can you guys? No, why would the dog bark at an owl? Woo! Nope. Not yet. It is outrageous, and I'm really angry about it. And I told that guy off. I sent him an email. Hi, Oracles. I sent him an email and told him what I thought of him. Yeah, the beware of dog signs. You know, they can hear them. Everybody around here can hear the dogs. You know, all you gotta do is drive down the road. Tank hears a car and he goes ballistic. And people that know dogs, all they gotta do is hear Tank. Good night, Sharon. God bless you. Much love, sweetie. So, Jerry, you're calling all the sassies predators? I know they are the major predator. Yeah, I can just see a nightmare coming. Oh my goodness, Sue. I'm sorry. Prayers, sweetie. That's all right. We'll just call you DM. You don't have to change your name for us. I just don't. I just honestly believe if you say it, it's kind of like conjuring them, and I'm not gonna do it. All right, second week, Bill. Second week of March, maybe the third week, depending on the weather. Yep. And we are ready. And we've got plenty of activity. Won't be too hot, shouldn't be too cold. We can just call him Dog Lover. Hi, Malcolm. Good night, Bill. God bless you. Oh, that'd be cool, Mike. At least you know you'll be safe here. I won't be telling anybody else. I don't know if there's any such thing as a DM. Hi, Blue. I don't know if there's any such thing as a DM, but I'm close to Antlers, between Antlers and Hugo. Yeah. Did you had another adventure? I'll tell you what I believe. I believe that the DM are not an offspring, but I do believe some people are mistaking a Gugway for a DM because you can see the snout on the Gugway. But otherwise, I don't know anybody, I don't know personally anybody that's had a DM sighting. And I have not gone to anybody's places that have asked me to help them that it was a DM. So, but I will not, you guys know me, I will not call anybody a liar. I don't know, I've never been around one. I don't know what was there that night in Findlay, okay? I couldn't tell you. You guys that were on the live chat that night or on the chat that night, when you listened to it, you guys heard it, but I couldn't tell you what it was because I never saw it. It was god awful though. So if they're real, I just don't know about it. But I really feel in my spirit that they're demonic, and so that's what I'm sticking with. So I don't know why, but I really believe that if you say it, you keep saying it, it's like calling them. Because I can call the big guys here. You're not fragile, Matt. These guys, there's so many different, oh, I don't know. Yeah, they're three-toed prints. Yeah, the guy down, but the picture that the guy showed me that's down there in Findlay, he whipped out his phone and he showed me all these pictures. One was sitting right there in his garden. That was definitely a sassy. It was not a DM. I think they're different like that too, Ramona. And I think some of them just a little bit, I don't know what I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. Right, Tony, Okahana means hello, friend. I have no idea. See, now, I have no idea. Yeah, I don't want to know about them either. I mean, if I ever run into one, you guys would be the first to know. But so far, I've never seen anything like that. And I've been to a lot of places. And I've been to places. Hey, Tom Paul. Stop. Denny. I've been to a lot of places. In fact, right here, not far from me, right, is places where there's a lot of DM sightings. What kind of questions? Jerry, what do you mean? Maybe, Ramona. I mean, I have no idea. It could be. Because they bark. Good night, DM lover. God bless. Is your tracks the three-toed, Tony? Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. That's what I'm talking about. The one in Findlay was a three-toe, and it was definitely a sassy. It was not a DM. It was three-toed. And it wasn't mean at all. How long you been researching sassies, Jerry? Yeah, we don't know, Ramona. You know, some of the sassy prints that I've seen, the big toe is like way spread out, you know, differently. Almost like, you know, like a hammer toe or something. Yeah, I think we're all going to find out at some point, huh? I mean, look at, it seems like sassies are mainstream now. It's on commercials. It's on, you know, people are talking about on news channels. They've got more Bigfoot programs out there than ever before. I mean, I don't know what's going on. You think they're finally going to admit they're real? Yeah, I know. I can imagine, Deb. Yeah, I don't think there's anything like, I don't think there's anything soft about it. They're crazy. I think they're getting to that point, Kat. You're a medicine man? Did Mark come to your place, Jerry? Careful, Blue. Tim's in one of those moods. Yeah, the Choctaws that live down the street from me, we've had a conversation about it. They remember I told you in the beginning they said that they didn't exist. Then after we got to know each other, then they finally started talking. Good night, Gator. Love you, sweetie. Okay, so you're Choctaw. So in your history, what are they? Right, Sissy. Absolutely right. Let's keep Gator in our prayers too. Boy, that poor girl. Well, I was invited to a gathering by I guess he was a tribal elder, and I'd never even heard of him before. And he invited me to a gathering that they had in Honaby, asked the guy to invite me out, and when I came out there, he told me that I was a healer. And I just kind of went, okay. But he said that's why they are, that's why they're kind of not hostile around me. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but that's just what I was told by a tribal elder. You know, to me, I'm just who I am. You know what I'm saying? Good night, Matt. What are you? Matt, why are you leaving? That's an owl. There's a trill on the end of it. You're hungry. Well, I am too. I need to find something to eat. I have no idea. Like I said, you know, I don't, I'm not going to take for granted. I'm not going to take advantage or for granted what anybody said. You know, I am who I am. That's it. And I believe that too. I think they're good ones and they're bad ones. I think they have attitudes just like we do. Hey, Cryptid, how are you, sweetie? All right, listen. Here come the coyotes. You hear the one behind me howling? Yeah, you can hear the one that's not a coyote. Good night, Rod. God bless you. All right, now get ready. Yeah, I listened to about 20 videos of different kinds of hound dogs. And I'm sorry, guys, but that one is not a hound dog. Okay? I have listened and listened and listened. And yeah, no, door's not locked. And the the hound dog was definitely a hound dog. That other one was not a hound dog. I'm sorry, it just wasn't. Its howl lasted the duration of all the coyotes going off. You guys heard it that night. That was not a hound dog. Too loud, too deep, and it was completely different. You could hear that one above the rest of them. And I could hear the hound dog. And the hound dogs around here, yeah, they will howl right when the coyotes do. You hear it all the time. I'm not going to ask you guys to listen to something, especially if I jump on it real quick because it's a dog. Okay? I'm going to tell you, yeah, I can tell the difference. I've been doing this long enough. I mean, I haven't been doing it 25 years, but I've been doing it almost 5 years now, or it's been 5 years, yeah. And I spend a lot of times out here at night. I sit at the window or I'm outside, you know, and in tents or in the RV or like this little shed, windows open. I listen to all the noises out there. I've heard a lot of. I've watched videos where they say it's a Sasquatch or a DM, and you can clearly tell that it's a fox, or a cougar, or a dog, or an owl, or whatever. But you know what? These big guys, they mimic. You guys all know that they mimic. So here's the difference. I'm used to hearing these owls, and Christy knows it. Martha knows it. Everybody that was at Fauk, those owls were so loud, it's freaky. Okay, it is so freaky because they get really loud. I mean, and they were cat. They were. It was creepy sounding, but we knew they were owls. You know, we saw the owls. You know, but the ones that were down there in Tallahena, that one supposed owl, must have been an 800-pound owl. I mean, you could feel it when it hooted, and the other one was during the day. You know, I mean, every single day, one hoot and it'd be gone. And then that picture that Tex did, you go to Tex's channel and watch that. That looked like predator behind the on the other side of my RV in the wood line. It's not that I will say and I won't. Yeah, it's the first one, Meredith. There's two of them. Do you guys hear that? There's two of them. The first video is short, and then I went back to the second time. But the first one is when I caught the end of it, and then I went back live because it started again. And you can clearly tell the difference. And like I said, you know, I'm not going to tell you that everything around here is a Sasquatch, you know, or a DM or something else. I'm not going to do it. Hi, Yeti's uncle. I'm not going to tell you that because I don't know. I'm not out there. I don't see it. But I can tell you the difference in the owl sounds. I can tell you the difference in the coyote sounds. I can tell you when there's something in my front yard. I can't tell you what it is unless I saw it. But that's just the way it is. You're not going to get any, you're not going to get any lies from me. You're not going to get any hoaxing from me. You're going to get a lot of, whatever I hear, you're going to hear. Yeah, I know when something's not right. No, this stuff doesn't bother me. I've been out, I don't know. See, listen, wait a minute. And you guys that have the really good earbuds, when I stop, a lot of times I'll stop because I can hear talking. I'm hoping you guys can pick it up. And then you say something before I do. Yeah, the difference in the, because there's barred owls here, there's hoot owls here, there's different kind of owls here. And, they don't all make the same noises. So I've had to look them up, some of them that I've never heard before, to make sure that I know what they sound like. And I don't just listen to one, I listen to like 20, 30 of them to make sure, because some of them are during the breeding season, some of them are looking for mates, some of them are having, or they're, whatever they're doing, they're just different sounds. They don't all sound the same. So I make sure I really look it up. And when I'm looking up the animals in the area that I'm at, I'll look up all the local wildlife, whether it's raccoons, possums, birds, squirrels, I don't care. I would need to know the sounds. And being out here as long as I've been out here, out in the woods, any place, even in Arkansas, guys, remember? So I've listened to this stuff for a long time, and I'm not perfect at any of it. I can be mistaken easy, especially with, we're kind of like in a valley almost, because when the hound dogs start howling, you can hear it echo. So I know we're kind of in a valley, and some of those sounds, I couldn't tell you what they are. They're so far away, I couldn't tell you what it was. If I said, oh, I know for a fact that's a cat, I could be totally wrong. Because some of the sounds I've just never heard for. And that's when I ask you guys, what do you think that is? What do you think that sound is? And I'll go look it up, see if I can find somebody. No, I don't want it deterred from my home. I don't have any bad interactions, Jerry. Yeah, one went missing, Sue. Last week they picked him up from out there and put it in my fire pit. And then Denny went and put it back. Yeah. Well, you can hear these guys talking, and sometimes you can hear them talking. And they just sound like two old men in the woods. You don't understand what they're saying, but you could definitely hear them talking. And you can definitely tell it's not an animal. Sounds like people. Now, I've never heard the Sierra sounds here. I've heard what sounded like two old men grumbling at each other. And I've heard a female because it was, and I'll tell you, I have to say it's a female only because it could have been a young one and not a female because it was higher pitched. And that's on some of my videos too. Welcome back. I'm sorry, but I just get really irritated, super irritated when I just, it's just a suggestion. Maybe this is what it is, and then you get people that just jump all over you. Yeah, they've been down here, Christopher. Well, you know why, Jerry, don't you? Because they're putting up them stupid windmills up there on the Wachitas and the Kiamichis. I'm in Oklahoma. Not here, Jerry. It's loaded here with deer. I mean loaded. Deer and hog-a-rama. No, we don't. No, we don't. You don't talk bad about people here. You don't cut people down here. You let them tell their experiences. You let them share what they know. You don't call them names or cut them down. It's just, jeez. It just irritates me to no end. They are IDOTs. I don't think they have any business being in the world of cryptids because they're narrow-minded. Anybody that can roll their eyes and tell someone they're stupid for something that they're experiencing is just wrong. I just think it's wrong. I don't think there's any reason for it. Tony and I got on the phone with each other, and he went walking out in the back, and I could, I'm looking around, and all of a sudden his phone starts going crazy, and he backs off, right? Yeti's uncle, that's cute. And he backs off, right? And then he turns another direction. All of a sudden, all that, his his phone starts working properly. It's crystal clear. And he turns around, goes right back to that area again, and the same thing happens. And it's closer to his house, not further away, and it should have been clearer there. I feel the same way, Cryptid. That's the idea. That's the point. Yeah. Well, Jerry, I know that the group from Finding Bigfoot came down, and I know that Renee actually asked to be taken back to a motel. She wanted off the property. So when she says that she doesn't think that they exist, I know that it's just for TV only. I don't know, guys, if we'll ever find out what they totally are. I don't know. I really don't know why some people have really bad encounters, except for the fact that they're different in different places, and maybe they run up across, you know, babies or feeding, or, you know, they interrupted a hunt or something like that, just like you would be if you were in your house and, you know, somebody did that. You can't. You just can't. You can't. I don't know. Like I said, a lot of us are close to the woods. Well, that's one of the reasons Mark said he wouldn't do that show, is because he would basically have to lie, and he wasn't going to do it. I wouldn't do it either. If they came out here and offered me, I wouldn't do it either. I wouldn't want them here, tell you the truth. I don't want anyone walking around my forest or my area here. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't talk. In Fouke, I met the guys from, you know, hunting Bigfoot or whatever that thing's called, the Bigfoot killers. And I just walked away from them. I had nothing to say to them. And he said a lot of that stuff is just scripted and blah, 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 but forget it. I just wanted no part of it. You know, even for him to act like he wants to go out and kill him is just, the attitude is wrong. You can't, I mean, we don't know what these things are. You know, we don't really know anything about them. You're taking chances by doing stuff like that. Why would you go out in the woods looking for something that could rip you to pieces? Just ignorance. This is their home. I'm in their area. Yeah, I don't go out looking for them. They come to me. Yeah, that's what I said, Yeti. Well, all you gotta do is write to him. With a sassy mic or with a DM? Okay, Henna. Alito. Yeah, that's why I only allow certain people to come here to my property, Jerry. If they're not invited, they're not gonna stay. Because I won't tolerate any of that. And ammo's expensive, so there won't be any warning shots. No, Malcolm, I don't tree knock, I don't whoop, I don't do any of that. I just sit outside. That's right, Mike, I remember. I just wanted you to repeat it here. Good night, TC. God bless you. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that I've noticed that talk big on channels, but when they're in person, they're afraid of the dark. You know, there are a lot of talk on videos, but they're Meredith, that's funny. They have no business being in the woods. I mean, absolutely no business being in the woods. And those people are the ones that I'd be afraid to let them go out, especially if they were armed, because you don't know what they would shoot at. I have to know somebody. That's why I tell people when they come here, you can't come here armed. You know, not unless I trust you. I'm the only one that'll be armed. That way I know someone's not going to get accidentally shot. Hey, Barb. Huh? What did you say? Are you moving, Christopher? Really? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And, that's fine because that means they don't belong there. Exactly, cryptid. If I just sit outside, I don't have to go very far. You do not, Tim. Silly. If you really want interaction, just don't look for it. Tell him, Martha. I didn't understand what you said, Jerry. You're right, exactly. I've had a face-to-face. I'm glad there was a wall between us, though. Yeah, typical is getting a camera and a recorder and some toys so he can start doing his own Sasquatch channel. Yeah, you were, Pam. Well, you know what? I don't know about that cat. Some of them might be alone. I was kind of thinking about that. What if you had one that just left its clan? Maybe it was thrown out because of its age or it had to go out and become a man or something like that, and it was by itself for a while. No, I wish I did, Malcolm. If I had night vision, I'd have 20,000 subscribers. or I'd have the MIBs knocking on my door. I don't think I'd post it. Okay, sissy. In fact, I know I wouldn't post it. I'll show people stuff when they come here that I have that I won't post. So I'll only tell, I just don't I just don't want the wrong people here. Yeah, I'm going to have those pop-up porta potties out there for people. So you have to go to the bathroom. You can go to the bathroom out there in the woods. It's normal for them. Martha wasn't scared when she was with me. She slept in a tent with us. Yeah, you have a big portable one, though. You and Ramona both. No, Tim. Maybe. Yeah. Good night, Pappy. God bless you. You might be hearing my husband play with his mouse. If it's repetitive, it's his mouse on his computer. I can't really hear anything because I'm talking. You couldn't hear my voice before? Oh, yeah. I love my tent. My tent is big, it's roomy. You can actually, if you only have maybe 2 or 3 people, one side could be for sleeping bags or cots, and the other side could be your powder room. Well, welcome back, Sissy. Well, we're gonna make sure that Typical has everything that he needs. If there's anything else that he needs, we're gonna make sure we get it to him so he can have his own. Mike said, Denny, put the Cheetos down and go to bed. He's laughing at you. Yeah, well, not a lot of people know me, and not a lot of people have seen me, but, I'm getting a little braver as I go on, but I will never be that person that's constantly in front of a camera. That's just not going to happen. That's just not who I am. I like the behind the scenes. I like showing the stuff in front of me. Ooh, what year Mustang? Uh-oh. Poor baby. Oh. I had a 65. Candy apple red. I'm sure you will. But you'll like the RV. If you have any problems with the RV, talk to Pam. I think that poor girl's been through everything with hers. Yeah, I want to get back out. It's just too windy, too cold. I just wish this weather would change. I'd like to sit out there. Remember I told you guys, once the house is here, okay? And once we have the sheds moved and everything moved and I get started and it seems to be more like a homestead, I'll go back to a routine where I'll sit outside by the campfire and I'll go live, and then when they start letting me know that they're here, then I'll come inside and I'll go upstairs. And that way from upstairs, I'll do it from the window, from the loft, and we'll start doing that. They like routine, so I'll set up a routine. Right now, I don't have one, which makes them leery. And I think that's most of the reason why they stay, at a distance. Oh, really? Well, how come I didn't get notified? See, I just got through saying I was getting notifications and I didn't get yours. I'll watch it when I get off of here. Oh, yeah, they've been close to... Well, we live in a shed, I don't have a house, but they've been close to every place I've been. They came up to the window. I don't really know, Tom. I know that Grandma, you could tell she was fairly old. I don't think that they would look old if they didn't die, you know what I'm saying? I don't think they'd look that way. But anyway, the house in Arkansas, that video that disappeared, they walked up to the window. Boo was at the window in the trailer in Findlay. They walked in front of... No, not happening. They walked in front of the RV, underneath the canopy part, And here they walked right up to the shed window. Now, I know they look in the window at night. Yeah, you know, Meredith, I haven't seen my grandkids in California once. What's the matter? What's the matter?
Nothing. Missed.
Oh, sorry, PZ. Yeah, I've got large prints and small prints. The juveniles are, if they're comfortable with you, they're really obnoxious. You know, they can be.
I gotta go to bed.
You're going to bed?
Yeah, I have to get up, remember.
Oh, yeah. I don't. Well, yes, I do, but
We have to be up by 8. Have to get up at 7:30.
it doesn't bother me when they look in the windows. I mean, it doesn't bother me. It would bother me if they hit the windows or something. If they slap the trailer, I mean, the shed, now I go outside and I yell at them. But they don't do anything like that. Oh, and hey, if anybody knows anybody that needs a hitch, you know, the hitch that I had on the back of my Dodge for the RV with the sway bar on it, I still have that. I have it in the garage sale. So if anybody needs it, let me know. You need it, Ramona? See, did you hear that? That's on the back part of the shed. I know you guys heard that. Oh, I would tell them, I would gift, and wouldn't do it very often. Yeah, I have the sway bar. What is that? Denny. Oh, you're trying to set up your alarm? Okay. Anyways, Kat, what I did, sorry, I was paying attention to my husband, was I would tell them that it was a gift, and I would put out apples for them, and there was always at least one left over, but they'd take the rest. Yeah, I heard something on the back of the shed. Anyway, but I don't go out there constantly and gift. No, I'll tell them it's a gift, and I don't do it all the time. I left out a bag of peanuts for them they never touched. I left out an apple at the same place I didn't touch. You know, and I left out 2 marbles. They took one and left the other. Yeah, yeah, I heard they don't like their reflection. I wouldn't put mirrors out either. There's a lot of things I don't do. I just started looking for prints. I never used to really do that, and I didn't pay much. I would show you guys the broken trees or stuff like that, but I don't put much stock into any of that. I just like the activity I get, and I like the interaction that I get. Let's just put it that way. No, Robert didn't have any luck with the mirror either. In fact, they broke the one mirror. Remember the smaller one before you put that big one up? But there were prints all over it. Are you going back out? Huh?
No,
Oh, okay. Why are your shoes on?
they've been on.
Oh, silly.
It's cold in here.
I have a stack of stones, Jerry, at the entrance to our pseudo subdivision that they just built. Yeah, me too, Chris. There were a pile of them. Then they stacked about 8 in one pile with 2 white rocks on top. And then the rest of them disappeared. There were a whole bunch of them on there. I don't know. I mean, really a whole bunch. And then all of a sudden, all the rest of them are gone. And they were just like 8 of them on there with 2 white ones on top. And then I put 2 rocks next to it, and those 2 rocks disappeared. And I just put 2 rocks again last week there and see what happens. And I can't tell you, like I said on Mark's video with Bigfoot Odyssey, I can't tell you that it wasn't a person doing it. I don't know. There's people around there. I couldn't tell you. Oh, that's what I figured, Jerry, because that's what happened to me in Tallahena. That's also what happened to me, you know, up there in Findlay. But I actually watched them walk in Findlay. I actually watched them walk in front of the window. I stopped counting. You know, I was 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. I was just shocked, and that's when the little one popped up in my face. The reason I don't do anything with it now, or I don't know about that, is because there are people there. What if, I don't know, what if people are moving them? I don't want that to happen. Make sure you turn the bed on, baby.
I did.
Okay. Denny's going to bed.
Good night, people.
Good night, baby.
Good all you scrubs.
Scrubs. Why'd you take your earbuds out? Everybody saying good night.
Good night. Sleep tight. Don't forget your prayers.
Why are you locking the door? I'll go out. Oh, my goodness. Big chicken. I know, right, Sissy?
Disturb my sleep.
Meredith says no snoring. Oh, yeah, he does snore. I think they like it when he snores. In fact, they used to wait and up there in Findlay, they used to wait until he started snoring.
Yeah, they dude. Their only competition was asleep.
Yeah, I think so, Ramona. Yeah, Denny saw a white one, well, a gray one, and Grandma was gray. Oh, really? I can try that, Jerry. I don't know. Okay, can someone put my email address up there for Brant? Thank you, Brant.
Have the noise down, please.
Nope.
Tell them they're all too loud.
Go to sleep.
Man, this is cold.
Good night, baby. Love you.
You-
Thank you, ladies. I don't know if they snore. I've never heard them snore. Oh, Denny fights in his sleep. Oh, my goodness. And I have to, as soon as he starts, I start backing off because I know for a fact I'm going to get hit. Yeah, I like it that way, you know, when I have a set schedule, because then I can count, like in Findlay, I knew exactly when they were going to come up. I'd hear them. Quiet, Tony. We'd be sitting outside with the fire going. All of a sudden, we'd hear a snap out of the trees, or we'd see eye shine, or we'd hear the noise, and then we'd just, okay, time to go in. We'd go in and close the door and lock it and open the windows, turn off all the lights, and start listening. Yep, that's why I tell everybody, Jerry. Yeah, there's only one light. And the blue light. Did you take your cough? Okay. Yeah, don't forget, if you guys want a copy of that book, make sure you email me. Tell me you want a copy. Because I take all you guys' when you respond, I put you in a I put you in a folder. So when the book is done, I'll send it to you. I like having a schedule. Yeah, but they're solar, Mike, so they're gonna die out. We're not getting much sunlight during the day. It's mostly clouds. Remember in Tallahena, the lights stayed on all night long, bright? Well, here we're just not getting enough direct sunlight. Yeah, I just call them sassies. You can email me, Tony, and say hello, or I'll have Martha throw something at you. We started out with 6 lights. Window hunt. Yeah, I like it. If they're comfortable with you, like they were with me in Finley, they'd let the babies play out there. They'd play in the yard at night. They'd shake the trees. I'll have to go out in the morning, Mike, and see if they took another one. I can't believe they took one. The top part is here, the solar part disconnects from the rest of it. Well, they took the bottom part and left the solar light on the ground. Oh, yeah, I saw them babies. I thought they were bobcats. Yeah, I would do the same, Jerry, if I had small kids. This would not be happening if I had small children. Trust me. And Lizzie's big enough and old enough, and she's been taught, so. But I can see what's nice about this, guys, and think about this. If I went back to a routine like I was doing before when we did the live chats, we could count on them coming in. Remember in Arkansas, about 11 o'clock at night is when they started. 11, 12, 1. We knew when they were coming. They got to know when my daughter-in-law was coming home, when there'd be noise. The babies are small here. The footprint's only about, I don't know, maybe 5 inches, 6 inches long. Yeah, Lizzie started out with me in the woods. The boys changed their mind, even Sarah did. They're not interested anymore, but Lizzie's still interested. Although she's a little bit more scared now that she's a little older. Okay, Mike. And she's spent a lot of times in the woods, and she lives by the woods now. And well, I don't want that to happen, Jerry. I think if that ever happens, I'll shut it down. Right now, they're not speaking through my brain. If they did, I would stop. I wouldn't let that happen. And you don't know it, but everybody else knows it here. I had one horrible dream, and I don't ever want to do another one. Nope, 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 and nope. I don't want to have another dream like that. Nightmare is what it was. Yeah, it scared, yeah. In Tallahena, that one she saw, she made her cry. I mean, immediately. She just, like I said, I turned around and looked at her. She was quiet, and she had tears rolling down her eyes. She was scared to death. And I told her it was okay. They weren't going to do nothing. Who's swearing? Nobody can be swearing. And yeah, you guys know. Yeah, you guys know that the mods will take care of them. They don't last long here. This is a peaceful channel, okay? No, I don't. If Darwin's theory of evolution is real, then Christ can't be real. Evolution and creation are two different things. And that's what I call it, evolution. Yeah, they're not going to call me outside. If I hear that, I'll say, I'll rebuke it. I pray over this property all the time. I thank the Lord that everything and everyone is able to see the guardian angels with their flaming swords protecting this property. And I claim it. Bible says nothing evil can come nigh my dwelling, and that is the truth. I won't tolerate any of that stuff. Period. And someone starts talking about that stuff, I'm done. Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying, Tony. Things are different for everybody. You know, there are some people that say that they hear it all the time, but you got to remember, you get to a certain point in your life and there's certain things that you know. I call it a Rama word, you know. When you know that you know that you know. I've never seen anything but a sassy. And the only reason I believed that sassy was a sassy is because I saw it less than 3 feet away from my face, you know. Otherwise, I'd still say it was just shadows and possibilities. Yeah. You know, I mean, it's easy to think you're losing your marbles when stuff like this happens, but I'm sorry, but I am led by the Lord, and if I feel ill will or if I feel something wrong, I stop it. I don't care what it is. I just stop it. It's done. You don't need that kind of stress in your life. You need to eliminate those that want to disrupt where you're going. You can listen. You know, you can be there. You can help as much as you can, but you can't pick up. Remember, the Bible says not to take up someone else's offense. So you have to be real careful. At this stage in our lives, you don't have time for this garbage. You have to be real to yourself and real to the people around you. Pay attention to what's going on. You know, I'm not saying put yourself out there to get your head chopped off, but I'm saying, you know, it's up to you what you take in. Okay? I'm not very far from their place, Christopher. In fact, there's a lot of Sasquatch researchers or, you know, people that get on. They're not, you know, experiencers or whatever you want to call them, because not everybody's a researcher. So there's a lot of them in this area because there's a lot of activity in this area. You know, Northeast, I mean, there's a lot in Texas. There's a lot in Oklahoma. There's a lot in Arkansas. There's a lot of people around here because there's a lot of activity. I can't stand Walmart. Sorry, but I can't stand Walmart. I was just closing the window a little bit. It's starting to get pretty cold. I know, but I can't stand Walmart. You know, there's a lot of people out there, and I will say this, there's a lot of people out there have made comments about me and said that I think I act like a know-it-all, blah, blah, blah. I know nothing. Hear me again for the 1,000th time. I know nothing. The only thing I do know that makes me sit here at this window is I had a face-to-face encounter. That's all I know. I know nothing else. I don't know where they come from. I don't know where they go. I don't know what they eat. I know nothing. So I may have had encounters and I may have experience, you know, but there's so much I don't know. I mean, I am clueless. So I don't listen. Nobody knows it all, Jerry. I know you know that. But if you have insight, people want to hear it. Welcome back, Mike. I'm listening to I'm thinking it's the dogs. I know you heard that. See, when they throw small stuff like that, they're letting me know that they're here, but they're not doing anything aggressive. Only God can know it all, Jerry. Sorry, but that's just my opinion. Good night, PZ. God bless you. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can really get into. You can really go down the rabbit hole by jumping into all kinds of stuff. Flat Earth, aliens, little people, you know, everything. You can really get into a whole bunch of stuff. But you know, you're it depends on where you are in your life. You know, is that worth taking up all that time stressing you out thinking what if? Because you know, you may agree on something, you might think it sounds good or it makes sense, but do you have to jump into it? No, you don't. It's great to have an open mind and learn things, but you don't have to take them on. You don't have to claim it as your own. You know, you have to take one day at a time. And I'm all about the people. You know, I don't care about the other stuff. I'm all about the people. I care more about, you know, what you're going through in your life and how you're dealing with your stress or something like that. That's what I like. You know, that's what I do. I try to help people. No, the ones here don't, Christopher. Well, I've smelled it a couple times, but I really think it's a testosterone or I think it's some kind of. That's right, Martha. You know, we don't have to agree on everything. I know Meredith, mine does that too. Autocorrect is nice. I hate autocorrect. Anyways, we don't have to agree on everything, but we're not going to argue over it either. Right. I will not argue with someone about something that I know nothing about. You know, if you want to tell me something medical and I know it to be a falsehood, I will argue that point. You know, and if you don't want to listen, that's up to you. But it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Life's too short. Know what you know, pass the word on. You know, to me, all I want to know is Christ and Him crucified, and that's it. Frankincense is good for the bones. Yeah. Yeah, you and Tony both cryptid. I can't believe the amount of activity that both of you guys get. And it's not just the sassies, it's a lot of activity. Yeah, that's right. That's what when they tell you if you're sitting on a fence, you know, and watching and listening to other people, you'll take your problems. Yeah, I've tried it. I've tried cacti. You'll take your own problems because you don't know the depth of theirs. You don't know. That's, you know, yeah, sissy. Some of the people here say that they smell them horribly. You know, even Sheila said that she smelled something horrible that night by the window in the cabin, by the cabin. But the only time I've ever smelled something horrible like that was up in Finley, remember, in the beginning, and I just thought it was the male. I just thought it was some kind of hormonal thing, you know, I didn't, or maybe them going to the bathroom, they stunk that bad. Who knows what they eat? But I've never smelled them, you know, normal. And look at the night, Ramona, that you guys were at our place in Tallahena. We didn't smell anything. Now, guys, let's back that down a little bit. You hear the owl? Yeah, kind of like individual, right, Tony? That's what I was thinking. Maybe it was just the male that stunk, or maybe it was the female. Hello? Yeah, right, Cat? Why is it that some of them look like they're matted up or have dreadlocks, and other ones look like they just got out of a shower and they're, you know, they're shiny, beautiful, like someone brushed their hair? Hold on a second. I have to move this stuff because I'm about to knock it over. Exactly, Mike. You know they're not kidding when they say their whole paradigm changes, you know? I mean, their whole world changes. You just can't imagine. You just can't imagine it. So if that's real and possible, what else? It's probably frozen in the winter. So if I have my garage sale tomorrow, if I don't have my garage sale tomorrow, I will go live and show you guys some new stuff. Yeah, I've heard that too. I've heard that you should never go out there alone. But you went out there alone, didn't you, Sissy? That's funny, Cat. I don't know. Do they have bidets out there? Maybe that's why people are getting sick drinking the water, huh? Ew. Yeah, but you did it anyway. You know, I go out here alone, but I'm not in a national forest. I hope not, Ramona. I'm tired of the wind. I mean, it'd be okay if it was a nice little breeze, but this 45-mile-an-hour stuff's knocking everything over. How am I supposed to have my yard sale? That's just downright irritating. Well, Pappy, or no, it was Barb that sent us a picture and showed us all the snow. Oh my goodness, I can't imagine. I'm glad it doesn't snow here very often. Dang. So, yeah, that's the hound dog. Did you hear it? He might go ahead and get started. It's about time anyway. Almost 12 o'clock. See? There they go. When that one gets started, usually if the coyotes are around, the coyotes will get started, or that one starts before my dogs start. You need to get out there, Meredith. Some of them are pretty ratty. It won't be long, Mike. You'll go back to hearing my calm voice. If you guys with earbuds can hear that, not only do you hear the hound, but you can hear a clicking noise. That clicking noise is outside, not inside. Okay, Mike. That little tap that you're hearing every once in a while, that's something being thrown. And what you're hearing is it's hitting the plastic chair. Hey, Chev, how are you, sweetie? So every once in a while, you're going to hear a tap, and what that is They're throwing things. They throw stuff at those plastic chairs. How you been, Chev? We've missed you. Sorry, I haven't been a very good friend lately. I'm sorry, DM. Hey, Margaret, how are you? Long time no see. See, I can hear movement out there. There's the owl. Now that pretty soon the dogs should start. My dogs. 11 hours? Oh my gosh. I'm lucky if I get 4 hours of sleep. I just keep coming up here, writing. Mm, sorry to hear that, Chev. I don't know, but they click and I click. When they click, I'll click back. Or if I click, they'll click back. Usually not real soon after I click. Or if I do that mouth pop thing. Sometimes they'll just do it right back, and other times it'll take a while. Excuse me. Okay, now. See, they make that click noise back. No, I don't want no cookies. Mm-mm. Well, maybe. I might sleep if you give me a cookie. I'll probably sleep for 3 days if you give me a cookie. One of yours, anyway. Oh, I don't think my body can handle that. Well, I know my body can't handle it. We've already been there, haven't we? Why can't you click? Now listen. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Oh, really? You had one of his cookies? I know I've heard I think I heard your whoop. Yeah. I don't whoop. I tried it. Doesn't turn out too well for me. What I like the most is if I'm talking and then all of a sudden you hear talking back. That's what I like the most. I'm like, or, and I didn't tell you guys this, but I told Martha, I was sitting outside on the steps and I just started talking to them and I told them, I said, thank you for letting me be here. And then I meant them no harm. And when I did that, they grunted. And then after that, I asked them a question and they grunted back and I was like, oh, okay. Oh, I asked them if we could live in peace together, and they grunted again. And I said, okay, thank you. And I went in the house. And I mean, the grunt was in a direct response to what I said. And that is God's truth. Just a real quick, and I mean, there was no one around. It was dark. Heck, I don't even remember what time it was. Yes, I know that they directly responded. And that just kind of freaked me out because I never expected it. That noise that you just heard, it sounded like crinkling. That is the plastic on top of my yard sale stuff. So if you hear that move, that's only the plastic. Oh yeah, he's pretty good. His siren that just slays me. That's why I never did it, Cat, because I didn't know what it meant. You know, the hoops or repeating what they do. I never knew what it meant, so that's why I didn't do it. I would do the owl back, you know, or I'd whistle until, of course, Cryptid said, "Stop whistling." I still do, though. They don't respond to the whistle here. They responded to the whistle in Talahina, though. Mark was there and they whistled at him. Who else was there? Sydney was there. They whistled at her. I'd be afraid of saying the wrong thing. See, something else got thrown. They're tiny, whatever it is they're throwing. But there's nothing above us, guys. If it's thrown, it has to be thrown. There's nothing else here. No trees, no squirrels on the tree, nothing. And it hits usually plastic or metal, so we can hear it. Or when they throw a rock on the ground in front of the shed, you can hear it. I've had conversations with owls, Jerry, for 20, 30 minutes. That was a barred owl in Arkansas. It hooted and I hooted, and it ended up flying right at the garage, well, the garage roof, right there in front of my window. Yeah, we did hear the chattering at Falk. Everybody knew they were there. They could see, there was another thing thrown. You guys heard that, right? What are you guys throwing? Tony. Well, this was a real owl. I mean, it ended up on right there in front of my window. Yeah, isn't that weird, see now? There's a bird here that I don't know what kind it is. I've never heard it before. If I can get it on audio once, maybe someone can tell me what it is, but you can tell it's a bird. Oh, really? Last harmonica I put out there, they ate, or they bit into it. Nope, it's smaller. But there's a lot of teeny tiny pebbles here, that we put on the ground. And I'm thinking that's what they're throwing. And it's probably a juvenile, because it's not being thrown hard. It certainly is not hitting the window. And the bigger guys at Talahina would toss them at the RV window. But these guys here seem to hit stuff in the front. They don't really hit the shed much. And I think they were hitting the RV because it made a ping noise, you know what I'm saying? This shed is made out of wood, so it doesn't make as much noise. So they're hitting things that make much more noise, either something metal or something plastic. Meredith, you should have been here a couple years ago when I was sitting at the window in Arkansas. Everybody hear my stomach just going crazy. Remember that, Chev? Sis? Even Sissy? That's what it sounds like, doesn't it, Sissy? That's what it sounds like here. It didn't, like I said, it doesn't sound like the Sierra sounds. You know, like the Japanese type foreign talk. It sounds like Indian. And that's what I'm going to call them from now on, is Indians, because I've been corrected and corrected and more corrected. But the Choctaw around here said, just call them Indians. It's been really good, Chev. I haven't had much tummy troubles at all. You know, not stomach pain. I mean, once in a while, yeah, I still have it, but that's usually when I've been 2 days without eating. Yeah, they do that a lot, see now. The more if I shut up, they shut up. If I just keep talking, then they make noise. Right. Yeah, I don't mean the sassies, Pam. I mean the Choctaw Indians here. You know, they'd rather be referenced as Indians, because I was calling them Native Americans. You know, I was calling them indigenous people. You know, but chef. Good night, Christopher. God bless you, hon. Yeah, they said they'd prefer to be called Indian. Hey, Chuck. Yes, all of us night owls. But mine are getting earlier until we get, you know, until I get the house ready. When this house is ready and I'm able to do live chats, I'll go back to doing the late ones. You know, start about 11, 12 o'clock. Go till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. It's hard for me to sit here. Yep, Denny's sleeping. I'm waiting. I'm surprised the dogs are not up. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I've tried talking to, you know, some of the people around here to find out, you know, what their heritage is. You know, there's Cherokee here, there's Choctaw here, you know, there's Chickasaw here. There's a lot of Indian tribes here in Oklahoma, and they all have similar but different stories and different folklore about the sassies, you know, and some of them flat out don't believe in them at all. They just say it's, you know, old wives' tales, you know, just lies. And I don't know if they're doing that because they don't want to tell you. But I was also told by one tribe member that the more they talk about them, sassies, the more bad things come into their lives. So that's why they don't talk about them. Almost like a bad omen. So they just flat out don't discuss it. That sounded like a grunt. And it wasn't my stomach. Your dogs are looking at you? Why? Yeah, it's right when I finished saying something, I heard it. Wait a minute. I absolutely love the sounds of the night out here. This is my ASMR. If I was able to sleep, this is what I'd fall asleep to, because I love it. I don't have any crickets here. We'll have to wait till the weather's better, and let's see if we have blessed crickets here. I miss my crickets in Arkansas. Made people crazy, though. There goes those darn crickets. But it was a beautiful sound. And you can tell when the big guys came close because the crickets would shut up, and then you'd hear footfall. Oh, really? Well, we'll see what happens. Maybe you guys won't be able to hear me at all. The cicadas will take over. There's three. You were here, weren't you, Meredith? I don't know. I listen to 3 different Indian songs. I play them. Yep, Sissy's one that doesn't like the noise. I'm waiting. I wonder if it's going to change when I'm up there in the loft. You think? I think it will. I think when I'm up on top looking down, it changes things. I can feel when they're around. I can definitely feel when they're around. That's it. Yep. I think it's going to be a wild night tonight. And I think I'll open my window if Denny doesn't have a hissy fit. I like the window being open a little bit. I like the fresh air. Yeah, I know. Well, Sissy, you ought to hook up Debbie Jones. Well, Christy wanted to join too, but I don't know if she'll be able to now. But we want to get together someplace in the corner, this 4 corners here between Louisiana, Texas, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. We want to do a night expedition somewhere. You ought to join us, Sissy. Yeah, it's called fight or flight. We all have it. A lot of people don't pay attention to it because they're already, they're so wound up from life, you know, that they wouldn't recognize it anyway. Yeah, you just have to let me know your schedule and if it's possible, and then I'll talk to Debbie. I gave her my phone number. No, the Four Corners where J.C. Johnson researched was Utah area. Those Four Corners, not down here. Yeah, Mr. Jerry was deleted. You cannot, and I'm just going to say this, you cannot come on this channel, you know, and try to downgrade people. It's not going to happen, guys. I'm sorry, but it's just not going to happen. You can't make people feel stupid. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry for him going, but I just won't tolerate it here. And my moderators know what I'll tolerate and what I won't. Yeah, well, like I said, you know, you're welcome to say your opinion here. You can tell me you believe in something I don't, and I'm not going to give you grief, but you can't knock people down. It's just, you just can't. You can't talk to people like that, like they're stupid. I'm sorry. You guys wouldn't want it happening to you, and you know, if they'll do it here to some about somebody else, they'll do it to you about you somewhere else. So you just stop it, nip it in the bud, as you know, just not nice. Yeah, someplace other than Falk. I don't want to go to Falk because I know how they are there. You know, I want to go someplace else. What about Brown Springs or something like that? I don't know. I don't really know where to go. No, his answers are fine. No, seriously, the answers to questions are fine. But if you're going to turn around, you're going to tell somebody that they're wrong and that they know everything, there's no such thing as expert. I'm sorry. There just isn't. And you can't make people feel stupid. If you make people feel stupid, you can do it on another channel, not this one. Yeah, we'll look around, Sissy, and find a good place to go. Someplace that's not constantly habituated by researchers. And heck, with 4 females, yeah, I think that'd be really good. Well, maybe not Round Springs. Someplace. There's got to be someplace in those 2 areas. Well, you know what? This is a calm channel, you know, and we all basically believe the same thing. And that spirit pops up, and every person in here that's used to be in here can pick up on that spirit. And that's why I trust my moderators. Now, all you guys are talking about after the fact that he's gone, but you all knew it. And when you know it, you just gotta make that decision. You know, I'll stand behind it. We can pick up on that. You know, that discernment kicks in. You're like, wrong spirit. Yeah, I know you are, Mike. Oh, I don't know about you. I have to get me some more coffee, so just hang on a second. Ouch, I gotta get off this stupid chair, too. Oh, oh, oh. Dang it, Bite's getting old. Oops. My place is a mess. All right, I have to turn the heater on, guys. Whoop, did you hear that? What was that? What did I miss? What was that, guys? I barely heard it. What was it? Nope, something else thrown. I left the window. Hello. Come on, babies. You trying to put me to sleep, Chef? Can you guys imagine me drunk or high? Oh my goodness. Oh, I just picture it. No, I couldn't anyway. Come on, heater. I can't hear with you going making them so much noise. Hurry up. I have the game cam up. Did I already tell you that, Ramona? There's nothing on it. I don't think that'll ever happen. I mean, all I remember is, and this is too funny. I got sick. I had the West Nile virus, and I was one of the first in Arkansas that was actually diagnosed with it. And my body hurt so bad. Good night, see now. I mean, hurt so bad. Every time I sat down, I thought my bones were just gonna fall apart. And they gave me a Tylenol 3 with codeine. I was out for like 18 hours. Hello, Craig. Alpha Centauri. God bless you, hon. Have a good night. Where'd you go to, Craig? Yeah, it sounded like something. I don't know what it was. See, I hear it again. One of the stupid heaters making too much noise. I'll turn it off again. Maybe. Craig. See, doesn't that sound like mimicking, guys? Watch. Hold on. No, it sounds like something imitating a dog, and it gets all of them started. It sounds like a person actually imitating a dog. Yeah, I don't know. See, now you guys listen to mine. Have you ever heard those dogs here? Do we have a pack of wild dogs? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Craig. You can hear the neighbor's shepherd. See, that sounds like talking. Did you hear that? Very sorry to hear that, Craig. God be with you. Hear that? We'll all be praying for you, Craig, and for your family. And notice my dogs aren't barking. My dogs should be freaking out right now if it was dogs. Oh my gosh, Craig. So you can clearly hear the dog. You can clearly hear the dogs. They sound like dogs. But there's something else in there. Oh my gosh. Fires, floods, earthquakes. This is just craziness. Well, it's not raining here. I just heard a click. Hello. Okay, Hannah. Isn't that weird, Mike? No, Craig, I'm not doing it. And it's a different dog. That sounds like the shepherd. Our neighbor down the road, his shepherd, you can hear from a distance, not here. That's a bigger dog. Exactly, Martha. And my insides are jumping like crazy, so something's close by. I like the idea that he's no nonsense, but I think fame gets to everybody at some point. And I knew a long time ago. I've been asking him. I've been watching his channel, hunting channel, for a long time, and I've always written on there and asked him about Sasquatch. And he never responded, ever responded. And it wasn't a shock to me when he finally popped up there and started admitting that he's had interactions and stuff. And he reads people's stories. He's been through a lot. I mean, I've never met the guy. Yeah, see, I just heard something else too. I've never met the guy, but honestly, I like his channel. You know, I don't care for the language, you know, and he can be pretty crude sometimes, but the content, I like the content. And when he told his story about when he almost died when he was overseas, it tore me apart. I was actually in tears listening to that. You know, you just, you never know when it's your time. Yeah, you can tell. Those of us that have had bad backgrounds, you know, we can kind of, we kind of have more patience and tolerance for people that we know have been through the same thing or close. You can kind of tell. And you have a little bit more patience with those kind of people. They're not just being bullies or mean for no reason. You can tell when certain things trigger them, why it triggers them. Or, you know, I pick that up anyway. And there's a couple people, some of them on this channel, that I've had conversations with that are, people consider them maybe not so nice, but they are nice. It's just they're adamant about in their speech, you know, kind of intimidating a little bit. Good night, cryptid. God bless you. Oh, yeah, I used to have a trucker's mouth myself back in the day. Too many people are having a hard time. We gotta just, gotta get past this stuff. I don't think that was an owl, sissy. I think that was a dog, actually. That right there? Did you hear it again, sissy? See, that's what I mean. This echoing just, you can't tell. See? It doesn't finish the trill on the end of it. Yeah. I'd have to walk pretty far out there, but maybe what I should do is take a recorder and go almost all the way out to the back of the property, put the recorder up and just leave it for a couple days until it dies. See, now that owl, I heard the trill at the end. Ooh, 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 ooh. Welcome back. I know, right, Mike? You just have to keep a kind of a little protection around yourself. To a degree, about certain things. Good night, DM. Don't get scared. It's all right. Yeah, I know. That's my stomach. Ignore my stomach. We don't have DoorDash out here. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I'm hungry. Who has Meredith? See, that is just too weird. That sounds good, Craig. Good night, Sissy. Love you too. God bless you, sweetie. Be praying for you. Yeah, he knows that, Tony. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that, Craig. See, listen. No, no hot dogs. Unless you make your own. You know, I remember when I was younger, I remember there was a health food store down the street from us, and they made the best hot dogs. They were all natural, but they were really good. Really good. They had no sodium nitrate in it. They used celery juice just like the hot dogs now are using. There was no sodium nitrate, no other kind of additives. Possum dogs? No, you silly. Wait until you hear that one howl. If he does it again tonight, you guys can't tell me that it's not a sassy. I'm telling you, it's a sassy. I've tried just about everything. That's not one I've tried. They just so stinky dirt, look like big rats. Yeah, Hebrew National. Yeah, I remember that. Well, not the ones that when they make the celery juice out of, because there's hardly any in it. Yeah, but it was okay, Mike. Everybody's got to do that at some point, right, Ramona? Yeah, if you're gonna go out in the woods, do the same thing each time, hon. Don't go tree knocking or hooping or call blasting. Just either hum to yourself or talk to yourself or talk to them. Sit down and do nothing, read a book. Just act as natural as you can. If you hear anything, just tell them that you know that they're there and you mean no harm, and then go back home. You know, do the same thing every time. Hey, Hilton. That should, see, they threw something again. I know you heard that. Yeah, talking about it always helps. In fact, the more you talk about it, the easier it gets. The nightmares stop. You know, the shaking stuff stops. You know, you get to a point where you realize that you're not crazy, that actually, and you start listening to all these people. When I first started listening to people after my sighting, it actually made it worse, you know, because I couldn't get their you know, feedback out of my head. It just got really bad, so I stopped listening to it. Then I faced the reality that I saw, you know, this thing face to face, you know, and then what I would do is I went back to the young one, you know, how cute its face was. And even talking about it now, I mean, I'll still shake a little bit, but it's not, doesn't do the same thing to me anymore. Hello, Lockbeard. Yeah, I know. I did too. It took me a long time. It took me a long time. Okay, Pam. Good night. Love you, hun. Alito. Okay, Hannah. Okay, Hannah. You got to talk about it with the right people, too. You know, if you know for a fact that someone that you're talking to doesn't believe you or they're constantly talking over you, end the conversation and talk to somebody else. Because that person's doing it for the wrong reasons. You know, and it doesn't help you much. You need to be able to have someone just listen to you. You know, like when you got in a live chat, you just talk. And just having a conversation is the best way to do it. You're not trying to convince anybody, you know, except for yourself. You know what I mean? The 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 sighting doesn't go away, and I don't think it'll ever go away. But you know, and I think that's the part that's the hard part, because now you know. Now it's no longer, you know, um, I think I saw this. I think I know I heard this. You know, what if this is real? What if this is real? Once you see it, you can't unsee it. So your brain has to find a place to put it, because every bit of information we put in certain places in our brains, that's one that doesn't have its own spot. You know, you can't put it with the things that just scare you, because it's not like that. You know, I've got memories of my stepfather putting a gun to our heads when we were kids. You know, I'll never forget what that felt like or what it looked like looking down the barrel of a gun. But it doesn't scare me. You see what I'm saying? There's that noise again. Is that footsteps? Did you guys hear that? But these guys, I have no place to put it. So when that wheel spins around back to that place again, I go through the same thing. A lot of people want to see one because they want to justify or they believe you, but they really want to see one to 100% believe it. Boy, I'm telling you, guys, it's a mistake. Especially if you're prone to stress. It's a mistake. Well, I don't know what that was. No, we don't have the other shed yet. Probably still be a couple months before we get it. I'm still at the bottom window. Take a deep breath. You know, breathe in, hold your breath, breathe out. Put that image, you know, in God's hands. Tell him to help you put it where it belongs. And the more you do it, the more you'll realize that there's a reason why you saw it. The heck is that? What is that noise? See, now I shut up and it stops. It's another reason the channels, you know, that I like this channel. I like hearing you guys' story, but I like it even more when you tell your story because I know it helps. It really does help. You know how nervous Donnie was? Yeah, yeah, Hilton, it is. He's got a heating blanket on though, so he should be okay. If he gets up to go to the bathroom, I might be in trouble. If I turn that heater on though, it's so loud. I don't, you know why I'm not afraid? Wow. You know why I'm not afraid, guys? Because I don't believe that they're out to hurt us. I think there's circumstances. Wow, Craig. I think there's circumstances that cause people to have bad encounters, but I don't think that's the intent. And I'm talking about the ones, you know, I think they've been around so long. Good, Mike. I'm glad. I'm really glad to hear that. I'm happy for you. I think these guys have been around so long, and I think they've so used to seeing people from a distance and knowing what we can do and what we do, tearing down the forest, chopping things up, burning stuff, you know, leaving trash, you know, blah, 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 killing people out in the woods. You think they haven't seen murderers out in the woods? I'm sure they have. You know, think of how long they've been here, okay? Yeah, I can imagine Hilton. But after watching us for so long, you know, they have to have a better idea about us. And so some of them just flat out don't want to tolerate us, and some of them will just walk or just stand still and let us walk by and not worry about it. That's why they haven't been seen by the masses for all these generations. But now they're starting to come out more, and other cryptids are popping out, and that falls in line with the Bible. You know, the creatures and the beasts of the earth, you know, the veil being torn, you know, all that stuff. It's all biblical. And I really think that they're supposed to be guardians. Yeah, that's right. We wouldn't, Brant. There wouldn't be anybody left because as big as they are, as powerful as they are, if they were hungry and cannibalistic or whatever, this world, we would have no population because there's not just one or two of them. I think there's thousands of them, you know, and I think if that was the case, we wouldn't be here. You know, none of us. Anybody that went in the woods would go disappearing. You know, they come right out to the cities and tear people apart in seconds. There wouldn't even be machine guns enough to stop them if they went to every city. Not enough National Guard or military could stop them if they wanted to. So what is it? You know, they come out when bad things happen. People seem to see them more in waves. Well, there's a lot of chaos going on, you know? Exactly, Malcolm. That's how I feel about them. I think they're no different than people. I think they're just like people, or they are a people, and I also believe that they are guardians. Yeah, exactly. You know, how many stories have you seen or heard about angels, you know, showing up in hospital rooms or saving people? Yet most people do, a lot of people don't believe in angels, you know. Um, there's a lot of stuff we don't know. Sorry to say, but you know, our brains we don't know. So when something like this happens, you know I was healed by the Lord. I mean, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I know for a fact He healed me. I didn't think that Sasquatch was real until I saw him. But yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right, Tony. But if it's your time, it doesn't matter how old you are. Yeah, I know. We both agreed on that, Chev. Yeah, Donnie had a hard time telling his story on my channel. He was, you know, you could tell in his voice because he didn't know what he was going to expect. You know, that's what I'm saying. Hey, Mogan, how was your night chat? Sorry, it popped up right when I was going live. I couldn't jump over. I was already live. I know I'm bouncing around, but you know, the point is, you just can't take that from people. You just can't. Pearl, who's Pearl? Yeah, and everybody can, you know, this kind of group, you know, you guys, hello ABS, the group like we have here, and the groups that you guys have been, you know, like Donnie's and some of the other chats. Man, I'll tell you what, they may have had encounters and maybe they haven't, but they're there. They're there as a friend. You know, they're there because they understand. You know, they're not judgmental. You need someone like that to talk to. You need someone to be able to open up to and have a conversation with, even if you have to say it like 20 times and they listen to the same story 20 times. It's helping that person get it off their chest. You know, you guys can go all the way back to my first chat with Vic Cundiff. And I mean, I started crying on his channel. I couldn't, that's how soon it had been. But then look at me on Carrie's, when I did Carrie's. I was like, I'm at the point where whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Welcome, ABS. Do you have any chamomile tea, hun? Sarah? Put your hands on his shoulders and pray for him, Sarah. Yeah. Yeah, there's some stuff that I'll never share. It's just not stuff I want to talk about. Keep that kind of stuff to myself because, you know, to me, it wasn't a reality. Yeah, Mike, same with Bob, Bigfoot in Germany. Yeah, we need to keep him in our prayers too. Tell him we're all praying for him tonight. He'll be okay tomorrow. No one likes to go to the dentist. Oh, cool. Thank you, Hilton. Yeah, he's all right. He's got cancer. Sleepy time tea's good. It's got chamomile in it. His spirits are good. I don't know how he's doing physically. He just won't open up. He's done with a lot of stuff. I haven't seen him around. Hello, lurkers. But there's a lot of people we need to keep in our prayers. I mean, a lot of people are having a hard time. And this banana stuff that's going around, people are so scared still. It will pass, guys, I promise you. It will pass. I don't think people remember when SARS hit. It lasted 3 years of them going crazy. They just didn't, force us to stay in our houses. But there's been a lot of viruses that have come around that people have gotten, that have died. Mass amount of people died from them. It's just never been treated like it has been this time. So I know it makes it really rough. Yes, you're right. And I keep telling everybody, fear's not real. Pain is real. And I'm not saying not, being afraid is not real. I'm just saying if you think about fear itself, the fear has to be warranted. You have to figure out what it is. I know, Mike, I heard it too. I want to be quiet and listen, but I know they'll stop when I stop. Fear is something you can overcome. Anxiety is something you can overcome. Let me say it to you this way, and my sister Debbie said this perfectly. She said, now that I know that I'm going to die, she goes, I'm not afraid of anything anymore. She knew she had less than a week to live. She said, I no longer have. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, Mike. She knew that she was dying, and she had no more fear about anything. I mean, nothing. She wasn't nervous about anything. She had no fear. Yeah. Lord does not give us a spirit of fear, but a power, love, and a sound mind. I said, pick your poison. Pick one and stick with it. If you want to have anxiety, take it to the max. You know what I mean? Push it as far as you can possibly push it until you've exhausted it. Then it's done. It's a mountain you've climbed, you don't have to revisit. It's pretty far back there, isn't it? Can you still hear that, Mike? Who else has good earbuds on? You can hear it, Martha? I wasn't sure if you had your good ear ones on. Oh, can you hear that back there, Craig? Do you know what that is? Your tinnitus. I mean, yeah, your tinnitus. Did you try the mustard that I told you? I have to show you how to roll your head. You got to do those together. It's hard. It's too hard to explain. I'll have to show you when you're here. Oh, I thought you were on the last live where I explained about the mustard. Yeah, it really does work, Meredith. I've got, my prayer list is so long, it's hard for me to name off everybody, but the Lord leads me when I'm in prayer to specific people. So I call out their names. Otherwise, I will turn around and I'll just say I'll pray for everybody on the live chat or everybody that's listening, you know, whether it's before, during, I mean, whether it's during or after. And then I pray for them to have either spiritual, financial, physical, or emotional needs. You know, or then when I'm praying, sometimes the Lord will bring up someone's name and then I start praying for that. And sometimes I get stuck on one person and I can't get off that person. And I just keep praying and praying and praying until I'm done. Hi, Rafaela. How are you? Welcome. Now, is that a hound dog? See, there's something else I can't hear. I can't figure out what that other sound is. See? Sounds like someone yelling. Typical. Yeah, Meredith, my husband and I both lost every family member we have, not including children, but because Denny doesn't have any kids of his own, but not my children, but every family member of his, with the exception of his niece, and every family member of mine, except for my children. All of them within 4 years, we lost all of them. It was 11 people in 4 years. Sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, cousins, all of them. Moms, dads. It was a horrible 4 years. Yeah, my neighbor said, she goes, boy, she said, I guess I'm sorry I asked you. Because I told her, because she asked me what had happened. So I told her about the 4 years of losing the family members and then me getting sick. And then us losing the house. And then us having the flash flood. And then moving here. And I said, I think this is a test. And I certainly hope I pass it. Good grief. What was that, Tony? still, with all this, guys, changing subject real quick, with all this, my dogs have not made a peep. Have you noticed that? Not a sound. Yeah, really. I don't know, Cat. They never sleep through this noise. They're always, especially the little ones, are always barking like crazy. Oh, yeah. They're outside. Oh, I smell something. No, usually Bella and Tank are inside, but because of the garage sale in the morning. Good night, Tom Paul. God bless you, sweetie. Love you too. Because of the garage sale, they have to be outside because I can't let them out in the event someone pulls up because they'll go chasing after them and it freaks people out. So we left them out. Very strange. All right, well, I'm going to end the live chat, guys, because I'm going to get up in the morning for the garage sale, 7:30 in the morning. It's almost 1 o'clock. It is 1 o'clock. But I'll go ahead and, I don't know, Tony. They might be. You never know. But I'm going to go ahead and end the live chat tonight. If I hear any activity tomorrow, I'll go live again tomorrow night. But there was so much noise here earlier that I had to go live. I figured we were going to have an active night, which probably means as soon as I turn this thing off and everything's going to get started. Which is why I think what I'll do is I'll write myself a note here tonight to take the recorder out tomorrow sometime during the day. And I'll just leave it on. I don't think it runs more. Normally it doesn't run any more than 18 hours. So I can't wait till night to put it out. So what I think I'll do is right before we're ready to go in, I'll take it back there and put it up on a tree somewhere. And that should be a pretty decent audio. So anyways, yeah, miss you too. But we'll get back soon enough. Just give me some time to get things organized here. It's just taking a little bit longer than normal. You know, got to remember, when we moved to Talahina, all that, you know, there, and never got it replaced. So this is going to take us a little bit longer. Well, a lot longer. And that's okay. But it's just going to take a little longer. And I'll get back to the night live chats. I'll do as much as I can when I can, guys. But I love you guys. I miss you very much. I pray for you every night. Be good to each other. Don't let things scare you. Take one day at a time. Okay? Yeah, I understand, Sue. But it's cold in here, and I gotta get up early. So I'll let you go. But you guys be good, and I'll see you soon. No, bye, Tony. Let me know when you get your stuff, typical. And if you need anything else, you let us know. Good night, everybody. God bless you. Bye.